What is up, guys? It is Eclypse here, and I'm just going to be doing my first episode of Test Tuesday. So I haven't uploaded in a bit, and that's because I had some stuff going on. So I'm going to get back into the swing of things, and I think I'm going to change the schedule a little bit because asking around, I think having a lot of uploads in a week is kind of clogging on subscriber feeds and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to start doing maximum of 3 uploads a week, and depending on what it is, 100% will be ranking Rogue. And then just any 2 videos around that, I think, would be a nice way to do it. So if I have my main series and then kind of different things going on the side, and that'll be periodic, I think that'd be a nice way to go about it. So without further ado, we're in our first episode of Test Tuesday, and I'm going to be testing a 1-card FTK that I made. It's using the Warrior engine, and it's incredibly consistent. You cannot break, and that's just the cool part about it. So without further ado, I'm just going to get into it. So you can use any card, any Warrior card that produces 2 bodies to make a sold. So Neospace Connector is probably the go-to because you can summon Aqua Dolphin, and that'll just loop a card out of your opponent's hand. Alternatively, there's Vion, there's Goblin, there's so many other cards. So let's just get into it. So we normal summon Connector, special summon Aqua. Aqua will loop for 1. Then we make a sold. And then from here, we're going to add our Photon Thrasher. It just needs to be anything we can add back to top of our deck. Then we're going to dump our 4 Eclypse. And we're going to special summon Armageddon Knight. And if you notice with the 4 Eclypse, each of them go back to the deck in one way or another. Obviously, not all of them are mandatory. These two are Moonmare Shield. I guess that's mandatory. That's only from the field. But the point of it is, so if you draw multiple Eclypse, even if you draw all 4 Eclypse, you can just all equip it to different monsters, send them to the graveyard, and then add them all back to your deck, so you can use them with your assault. Now we're going to just keep going from here. Whoops. So we're going to dump our Plague Spreader Zombie from Armageddon Knight. And this says you add a card from your hand back to the top of your deck, so you can special summon it. And that's kind of useful because it gives you a free tuner, which means Halki Fibrax. This card will be banned eventually. It's a very, very broken card. So we're just going to use it here. So we're going to special summon Arborea. 2 reasons why we use Arborea over any other tuner is because it's level 3 and we need the level 3. But most importantly, it's a Warrior because it has a lot of synergy. In case you hard draw and something else, you can just use it. So it makes it more live. That's why I play multiples of it as well, just to be safe. So we're just going to Synchro Summon for Power Tool Dragon, and this lets you reveal 3 Equips and randomly add 1 to your hand. The cool part about this is that you don't have to use different Equips. So we're going to reveal 3 DDRs, which lets you discard 1 and special summon a banished monster. And it's just broken, really. So we're going to add our 1 DDR. And we're going to banish Isolde and Armageddon Knight to add Phoenix Blade back to our hand through its own effect. Now we're going to use DDR, discarding the Phoenix Blade and targeting Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight will dump a dark monster. And this time it's going to be Zephyros the Elite, which lets you bounce a card back to your hand, pay 400 and special summon it. So we're going to bounce back our DDR, special summon Zephyros the Elite. And now, because our DDR is not equipped to Armageddon Knight anymore, this is when this card leaves the field, destroy the equipped monster, so Armageddon Knight is destroyed. Shouldn't be an issue because you can banish 2 warriors, including Armageddon Knight. Most important part is you always have to banish Armageddon Knight, and we're going to get back our Phoenix Blade. And now we're going to use DDR again, discarding Phoenix Blade, special summon Armageddon Knight, and now we're going to send our Cyber-Stein. Now we are going to XC summon into Dugaris the Timeless. We're going to use this effect to detach 2, skip our next main phase 1, special summon 1 monster from your graveyard in defense. We're going to special summon Cyber-Stein, and Cyber-Stein has to be under one of the extra monster zones for this to work. And now what we're going to do is we're going to use any two monsters you want into Deco Talker. It can be any generic Link 3. You just basically want to essentially get 2 bodies in the end because you want to have everything at the end on your end board, related to your FTK. So we're going to use our Deco Talker. It can be any Link 3 or any Link 2, just whatever you want really. And then we're going to use our Deco Talker and our Power Tool Dragon into our Reaperdocus. Now, normally what a lot of people try to do is they try to get 2 power tools to search your telekinetic charging cell, but I found a better way to do it. So we're going to use 5,000, we're going to pay 5,000 life points off Cyber-Stein. Obviously, you can go for a longer route, which will get you the FTK without paying any life points. But I mean, you're going to FTK anyway. What's the point? And I like this way because it's just a lot quicker, and I kind of want a quicker FTK. So I'm going to pay 5,000 to summon Wind Witch Crystal Bell. And now the effect of Crystal Bell is you can target one monster in either player's graveyard. So you're going to target Power Tool Dragon. Until the end phase, this card's name becomes that target's original name, and replace this effect with that target's original effects. Which means you can use Crystal Bell's effect as Power Tool's effect to add to choose three equip spells, and then your opponent chooses one randomly for you. So we're going to reveal 3 telekinetic charging cells, obviously going to add one to our hand, and the 2 go back in the deck. Now we're going to use Reproducus and declare Psychic, so Cyber-Stein becomes a Psychic through Reproducus' effect. Then we're going to equip telekinetic charging cell, and so it's equipped only to Psychic type monster. You do not have to pay life points to activate its effects, which is the best part because Cyber-Stein makes you pay 5,000 life points. So we're going to use Cyber-Stein's effect, we're going to link to again to free space. I'm just going to go into Cross Sheep. It's not important what link to be honest. I just have it there because I don't know why not. You could easily have an app of this actually now that I think about it, but oh well. So we're now going to special summon Blaze Phoenix. We're going to summon 3 Blaze Phoenixes and 1 Cyber End Dragon, I believe. 1 Cyber End Dragon. And sorry, I just skipped that. But essentially you're going to use each of the Blaze Phoenix effect. So once per turn during your main phase, inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each card on the field. I didn't mean to overlay them all, they're supposed to just be here. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So 7 times 3 is 21, and you're going to do it 3 Blaze Phoenixes, so it's going to be 21 times 3. So that's, 6,300 damage, and now you're going to overlay all of these into Coach King Giant Trainer. So basically, its effect is you can attach 1, draw 1, and if it's a monster, inflict 800 damage. The amount of monsters we have, it's going to be every single time. But let's just assume you're not going to take damage, but we're going to use this effect anyway. We're going to special summon another Cyber End Dragon, and we're going to overlay these 2 into Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. So you detach 1 and inflict 2,000, that's the rest of the burn. So regardless if you use Coach King, you're going to get the FTK, and that's why I like this FTK. It keeps everything not RNG related. There's no probability needed from Coach King's effect to hit 1 or hit 2 for the FTK to go off. It will always go off, which is the best part. Obviously, unless you get interrupted. But it's not a serious deck, it's just for fun. So now I'm just going to get into the deck profile, and it'll be interesting to see how this deck works. Okay guys, so I'm in the deck profile right now, and it is very, very monster heavy, and the goal of the deck is just turbo out Isolde, and everything else happens from there. So we're playing 1 Armageddon Knight, and this is obviously the most important card, one of the most important cards to dump any dark monster, and it's needed in pretty much every stage of FTK. We're playing 2 Zephyros, the Elite, and we're playing 2 in case we hard draw 1, because you never want to hard draw a Garnet. I guess it's not really a Garnet, it's just not nice to have in your hand, because it makes things more complicated, especially that's Winged Beast and not Warrior. We're playing triple Blue Mountain Butter Spy, so this is a free special summon to get you to your Isolde. 1 Crusadia Arborea, you can bump this up to 2. The reason why I think I'm playing it at 1, because it's not really relevant in the hand, and if you hard draw it, you can still special summon it off Needle Fiber, or Halki Fibrax. 1 Cyber-Stein, this enables the FTK. 1 Dark Refer, just as a starter, in case you draw it with Malicious or something like that. Or, we played double Malicious. Obviously, it can be dumped off Dark Ref, or it can be dumped off Vision Hero Vion, which is another starter. We play triple Goblinberg and triple Junk Forward, triple Marauding Captain. They all do the same thing, just free special summon, either themselves or it and a card in your hand. Triple Connector and double Aqua Dolphin. The Connector special summons the Dolphin, and the Dolphin loops a card. Triple Photon Thrasher, free special summon. 2 Plague Spreaders, obviously you don't really want to draw it. If you do draw it, there is ways to play around it. There is, but I'm playing 2 just to be more comfortable. Triple Super Quantum Red Lair, free special summon. Triple Vion to work with Malicious. And then we have triple DDR, triple Telekinetic Charging Cell. Obviously these are the 2 equip spells needed for the FTK. We have Divine Sword Phoenix Blade, and this is obviously just to loop Armageddon Knight. We have Horn of the Unicorn. And obviously, we have Horn of the Unicorn, we have Moon Mirror Shield, and Sword of Deep Seated. Now, these are the Eclypse spells that go back into your deck once you're done with them, and these are really, really important. Obviously, you don't want the FTK to kind of stop, depending if you draw 1 or 2 extra Eclypse, and just makes it more consistent. Obviously, you pay more starters and more cards, but I think this is just fine. And after the X deck, we have Triple Blaze Phoenix for the 6,300 damage, double Cyber-Stein Dragon to go into our Gustav Max. We have 1 Crystal Bell to copy Power Tool Dragon, Power Tool Dragon's effect, and Power Tool Dragon's effect is to add 1 Eclipse spell after you reveal 3 from your deck. Obviously, you can reveal the same one. We have 1 Coach King, and that's just to get rid of the Blaze Phoenixes, but you can also use this effect if you want to. We have the Garros to special summon our Cyber-Stein, Gustav Max to inflict 2,000, Cross Sheep, Decode Talker, and Decode Talker, sorry. They're not really necessary, I just have them there just to get rid of monsters on the field. We have Needle Fiber to start our Power Tool plays and everything from there. We have Isolde, and that's just to get our Armageddon Knight. And we have Reaperdocus, and obviously that is just for making Cyber-Stein a psychic. So it's a really fun deck. Obviously, if you play it on Dueling Book or if you have these cards in real life, most of these are really, really... I guess most people have a lot of these cards. Easily most of these cards, I think, in the main deck especially. Maybe not the extra deck, but the main deck. It's a fun deck. I mean, you're just going to play it for fun with your friends, I guess, the casual kind of deck. But it's not really serious. It's just a fun FTK I thought I'd show because why not? And it's a good way to kind of start the week and start my uploads from here. So yeah, with the channel update, I guess, I'm going to do 3 uploads, I think, a week. I'm going to do Ranking Rogue, and I'm going to do any other two videos I think is relevant at the time. Obviously, I don't want to just pump out content without making it good. So I just wanted to make this video kind of to talk about that, I guess. So yeah, I hope you guys subscribe or stay subscribed, comment any feedback or suggestions, and I will see you tomorrow.